Port report. Grab some sapling knots. Need to look for the runaway acrobat. Oh, follow the incautious driver into the reserve. Yes, yes. Find the runaway acrobat. Runaway acrobat lies nestled in white sheets. Their legs are raised and wrapped in thick gauze. I'm due back, am I? They ask, turning away from you. Fine. Doctors say my legs shouldn't be swollen much longer. Bloody tricky flowers with their bleeding thorns. Wheel me on board then. I should be better by the time we reach the circus. Alright, so we're heading to the circus. Deliver the acrobat. Finish the trade with the unseasoned hours. Pick up our next circus quest, which I think is going to be the clown, which will take us to Port Avon. We do have some Salon Stewed Gossip now, so we can get more time at Port Avon. Hopefully we can clear our terror out. If so, jettison some fuel. Fuel is like 20 money. Chorister honey is like 140 on sale, so like easy decision tree there, Dreki. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Hopefully we can strip this for repairs. Mourn the dead. Good, good, good. Get that terror down. Just waiting for that supply to run out, because then it's going to free up a space. Ow. Alright, I need to take that damage. That was just rude. Reassign engineers to cleaning duty. Sure. Attempt to recruit crew members. Nothing. All right. Collect free tickets. Nice. We're part of the family. All right, a port report. Attend another performance. Just get some sky stories. Visit the amusements. Reduce our terror. 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 And if you guessed reduce our terror, you would be right. And now we can't reduce our terror, so we're just gonna go behind the tents. I wondered when we'd see each other again. One twin remarks to the other. The other replies, how did you know I'd return? You always have before. I'm glad you're all right. They wander off, catching the other up as to what has passed in their time apart. Okay, now it's to the clown. Cool beans. So shop. Sell those unseasoned hours. Get a pretty penny. Vision of the heavens. Perfect. We needed that. Good stuff. I think we needed a vision of the heavens to talk to one of our officers. Yes, the vagabond. We need to take them to Lustrum. Perfect. Yep. Check on the driver. I will hydrate King. Delicious. And the gnomes. The gnomes are kind of getting lost in space. So I'm afraid it's not a very good place for the gnomes to kind of be going around. They kind of need to be standing on Earth. They're sort of like, you know, earthen creatures. That's what they prefer to be on. They kind of just sink like rocks in space. Not really good at flying, gnomes. Unless it's by catapult. I guess they're very catapultable, but I really wouldn't consider that flying. You know, they may be very aerodynamic because of their hats, but that doesn't mean they're very good siege weapons either. Very missile-esque, despite their missile-adjacent form factor. Hare's Hope. I see. I'll assist you. Good job, team. Let's strip the engine for materials, because I need some repairs. Let me tell ya. Let me tell ya. Our ship fucking falling apart, buddy. Just gonna ignore that cantankery. Ow! Alright, fuck you. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll blow you up with missiles. Dick. I was gonna live and let live, but you decided not to let me live, so I'm not gonna let you live. Fucker. Alley-oop. Charge. Ow! Fuck. I did a lot of damage. Good thing I repaired myself earlier. Use your cannery to extract its heart. Ooh. Well, we gotta. No part of a bull cantankery is notably edible. Most of its mass is stony plating, and any nuggets of flesh that can be found are stringy and sour as old milk. You put your cannery to another use. After much boring, you reach its heart, gray and brittle. Cracking it open, you find a cluster of gritty hours inside. The preserved moments of an old bitterness upon which a common cantankery dwelled, bloating into a bowl as it accreted new layers of plating in spite, like a pearl around a grain of sand, or a gallstone around its first fleck of crystal. Alright. Thought I would be getting some kind of creature specimen thing, but a barrel of unseasoned hours is certainly a pretty good harvest. Although my hull does not agree with that. Hopefully we can get some easy repairs at Port Avon. We shall see. We shall see. Ooh, hell yes. Cheap repairs, baby. Purchase the costume for geese. Good stuff. We need to write a port report. Share exotic gossip. So now we have 3 welcome. Take a relaxing stroll. Sit with the eel fishers. All right. All right. Now let's head west to clear out some of that unexplored area. I forgot to buy some fuel, Dreki. Dreki, do not fly without the fuel, you fool. You see. That was about to be a big problem. What's in my cargo? Oh, right. A whole bunch of random bullshit. Gotcha. Maybe one day I'll find a quartermaster. I found like at least 2 people per job role except for quartermaster. It's kind of weird. TBH. Leave them be. We'll take some damage. Fine. Ooh, those drums. You think 2v1 is enough to take me on, buddy? Y'all counted wrong. You didn't account for my crack crew. Ow. DED dead. Nice. All right, let's break open the captain's cabin, get some salon stewed gossip. All right, let's loot the hold. Faintly luminescent cage. Ooh, some more uncanny specimens. Nice, nice. All right, so we've carved out another explored area. What is that? These look like buildings. Is there a port over here? Eakensmere. Eikensmere? Eikensmere. Ooh, we barely dodged that one. Nice, nice. Captain's cabin. As always, get ourselves some more gossip. Wait, is this just like a pirate outpost kind of thing, or is there actually someplace to dock here? Ah, tell me. What have you found? Go carefully. Marauders have made an encampment here in the recesses of the wood. I see. Newton's Nocturne. That's a hell of a name. We'll mourn the dead because we need to get our terror down. Hey, it's more marauders to kill. Nice. Oh, dodged him. Good shit. Always raid the captain's quarters, because that gossip is more valuable. All right. So let's head to Lustrum and then Carillion. We'll get this unexplored area next round. Slowly carving away the unexplored areas of the map. You can't chugga chugga without a chew chew now and then. It's only right. Extra rations. Might have been a mistake. Oh, I'm realizing realizing I should have gone to New Winchester so I can hire more crew. I have to commit now though, because my fuel is, or my supplies and fuel are kind of getting on the low end, and I need to resupply. Damn it, Dreki. You fool. You fool! Utter buffoon. God, this place is so cool and so eerie. Oh, come on! Dick. Follow the vagabond past Lustrum's outskirts, into the whirling whiteness beyond. Miles from civilization, you find a mansion half buried in snow, perched on a rocky outcrop. The vagabond wades to the door and slams on the iron knocker. After some time, the door eases open. A doddery butler peers out, his face so downcast it looks half melted. "Welcome back, sir," says the tragic butler wearily. "A letter was delivered in your absence." Alright, let's explore the mansion. Mansion is colossal. Walls built with bronzewood logs. Its bathrooms gleaming with ivory. Its walls decorated with gold-framed portraits of a younger, better-groomed vagabond. But it's also obviously been years since it was properly maintained. Some of the windows are broken. Snow has heaped the floor beneath. Black mold streaks the carpet. There's an overpowering smell of damp. How do you afford such a place? You should have seen it in its heyday. Vagabond rubs his hands before the fire. Warm, noisy, bustling with staff and guests. Our parties could be heard at New Winchester. Isn't that right? Quite so, sir, says the tragic butler. I struck it lucky in the mountain, you see, says the vagabond. Found enough hours to make me rich. Rich enough to buy all this. More besides. He claps you on the back. All the luxury in the world can't compare to the majesty of the open sky, though. Right, comrade? What about that letter you got? Just give me the gist of it, will you? Asked the vagabond, idly tossing snowballs at a portrait of a severe-looking woman in black. Butler clears his throat. The letter was delivered by a skylark who calls himself Quivers, sir. In it, he claims to have discovered the location of the sugar-spun garden. He was seeking your help. The vagabond pauses mid-throat. That's a myth. A story to tell over campfires when the night is cold and hungry. He sounds uncertain for a moment, then shrugs. Young Quivers means well, but he must have been mistaken. Then a night at the vagabond's mansion. All right. Bit of a blizzard, so might as well as bundle up. You stay up into the night. Your conversation is meandering, but the vagabond repeatedly circles back to the mysterious letter. I'm worried for Quivers, he says. Other skylarks haven't seen him in months, and he comes to my house babbling about a myth. Next morning, the butler says his plaintive goodbyes. As you crunch through the snow towards Lustrum, the vagabond says he plans to track down Quivers. What kind of king would I be if I didn't protect my subjects? He asks. Besides, I once believed in sugar-spun garden myself. I must admit, I'm curious. Interesting. Interesting. Get ourselves a port report and visit the Hanged Man's pub to trade with Mr. Pennies. Get an otherworldly artifact. Nice, nice. And then we will get some money. 9 sovereigns? Well, that's annoying. Let's see. Let's buy ourselves some fuel and supplies. Good shit. Talk to the vagabonds. Plan to track down Quivers. I've been making inquiries, says the amiable vagabond. Quivers was in a traveling pack of Skylark band named the Blunt Instruments. They weren't very good, but they robbed the bars they performed at, so they made enough to get by. I thought the rest of them were killed in a shootout last year. He beams triumphantly. Except there was one other survivor. A concerto player goes by the charming epithet of Ratbite. Currently imprisoned in London for some marvelous crimes. I propose we break her out. See if she's heard of her old partners in crime. Ah, cool. Time for us to go to London and stage a prison break. Nice. Okay, next is Carillion for our rat comrades. Hopefully we can find the damn Forlorn Navigator as well. He is currently eluding our ship, which is a mite inconvenient. And then once I have the Forlorn Navigator, all I'll be missing is the Orphan, who is, I believe, event only. So just like randomly we'll get an event about a stowaway, which is whatever. Ooh, Sullivan's sight. Well, what did O'Sullivan see? Most curious, old Sullivan. Most curious. There's the fatalistic signalman. There we go. All right, we'll read the ledger. Get ourselves a vision of the heavens. Leave. Onwards. Deploy our canning equipment. We'll get us supplies. We'll toss the supplies. There you are, old chap. Hey, the Grim Reaper. Welcome on by. And hey, Rob. Right. Let's make sure we get his quest advanced. I need Tales of Terror. I guess we haven't been spooked yet, so I guess we got that going for us. All right, so we need to cut north or Carillion. Tales of Terror, Tales of Terror. I mean, the best way to get Tales of Terror is to find events where I lose crew. That's kind of a inconvenient way of generating Tales of Terror. Ow. Fucking evasioned myself right into the damn wall. Ooh, they have hours for... Okay, we go in, write a port report. Ask about Sarge's stuff for the rats. She glances up when you enter her office. On noticing the rat brigade, her eyebrows rise as a fraction. You've never satisfactorily answered the question of rodent souls. How can I help you? He addresses you and ignores the rats. It transpires that the Deviless is able to locate Sarge's file remarkably swiftly. He does not hand over the slim folder, but reads it in silence. There. I knew he'd specified something, that those who came looking for that which he entrusted to us must first undergo penance, to avoid a repetition of his mistakes. You require a shift in perspective that can be gained at the Checkerboard Garden. Alright, so we need to head to the Checkerboard Garden. Ask her about Carillion. Purchase an indulgence. Alright, so for having Distinguished Souls, we need a selection of Immaculate Souls. Sod penance. You just want to get Sarge's stuff and leave. Alright. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Gain access to the terraces of Carillion, yada yada. Oh, introduce the repent... Oh, okay, this is new, actually. The Deviless is not visibly impressed. The devil says, I brought a small gift. A trifle you might find of value. He produces from his satchel a 3-volume Zet, bound in fire. His own work. Some methods of flavoring a soul to the taste of a particular judgment, he reads. She tosses the set on her desk. It huffs in smoke. You're just a touch more modern now. It's a fine antiquarian piece, she adds unforgivably. But we find those approaches rather cumbersome. Besides, we find we need to appeal to the original owners of the souls, offer them an experience worth paying for. Let him show how she's wrong. Persuade him to withdraw. Let's see if he can improve a garden. Adjust this mirror to reflect futures. Adjust that blade to cut off the sense of smell. He leaves the penitents howling. Before you go, one of the penitents approaches with a note. Someone was here looking for the devil. The note just didn't make its way through official channels. Right, so we need to travel to the Checkered Garden. And we need a shift of perspective. Wow, that was actually very easy. A man in a mitre signed letters with an honorific reserved for non-mortal persons. Until he overcomes these flaws, he is being told glamorous stories of parties, but never invited to them. The supervising devil is distracted by the play on the chessboard. As for your punishment, it does not bear speaking of. For a month afterward, you see devils dancing in the corner of your eyes. You need curdled. Okay, we don't have a curdled soul, but we do have... Our soul is a little bit fucked up. So let's see if we can... Is it the Gaslight Terrace? Oh, I have a stained soul. So let's see if we can clear this. The path runs around the side of Carillion to an area that cannot be seen at all from the center. There's a narrow, unassuming path almost overgrown, and the ground Underfoot is soft earth. The wood from the back of a wardrobe. Folded newspaper. Musty correspondence. The smell of a mother's hidden keepsake drawer opened by a child. Oof. A penance of excess is going to be painful. 20%. All right. What's the failure penalty? 5 terror. All right. We'll do one more spin. Oof. That sucks. We'll return to Carillion and exit. We can go to Carillion's foyer. Go to the presiding double S. We can use... Wait, what is that? Provide exquisite insight. Such a dedicated user of Carillion. Can you help her devise some new horrors for the minds of the unworthy? You can only do this once. Oh, you basically need one of every single possible penance. Yikes. Damn. All right. Let's get the Rat Brigade stuff. Presiding Deviless smiles at the unhappy expressions of the rats. Much better. She passes over a single piece of paper from Sarge's file. It smells of incense and jasmine. Hookah, Cinders explains. Sarge did like his luxuries. The writing is minuscule and brief. The vault is at the central office of the Holliges Bank. The account was opened in London in the year before the blockade of New Winchester. Devil S is already working on a new file. You have, apparently, been dismissed. I see. Alright. We're done here. Let's talk to the rats. The air is thick with the scent of jasmine. The rats have acquired a hookah pipe and are reminiscing over their lost Sarge. Albrecht twitches his immaculate whiskers. We need to find Vilma, our strategist, but it will be awkward. She was Cinder's paranoia. There's a snort from somewhere in the nest. Albrecht continues. We lost touch with the others, but Vilma will know where they are. And when we open the vault, you will have a share, of course. The last I heard, Vilma was residing at Pedance. The bit. Albrecht's expression speaks volumes. Wait. Asks Petronella to continue Sarge's tale. Petronella takes up the thread, frowning over her glasses. So we had a new boss, Lieutenant ELT. A lieutenant now. He wanted the admiration of command, but the Tackities and the Stovies didn't trust us because we were his mercs. Just rats, right? We did eventually get a lucrative contract from the Tackities. Sabotage the governor's engine to stop her fleeing New Winchester. Risky. Who else had the know-how to get it done, right? Her question is rhetorical. Her smile is proud. She pauses. More some other time, I think. The plot thickens. Alright. Fuck. Abandon the hold. We lost some supply. Oh, fuck me. I didn't realize I would lose a whole bunch of stuff. Wait. But it's still in my inventory. Alright. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. We'll just accept the fortune falling in our favor. Mourn the dead. All right, an opportunity to reduce our terror. Love that for me. Damn. They didn't even have a chance to fire off a single shot. Get wrecked-a-ronied, ya pepperonis. Kind of a weird thing to scavenge, but we'll take free repairs. Uh-oh. Okay, this is conduct a thorough search. Okay, so we have the urchin now. I just need to pass the event. Don't have any tales of terror, so that's annoying. And kind of weird. Even though we've lost crew, I somehow have managed to not get a tale of terror. Little incidental XP. Love it. Oh. Only forward. Gain a little terror. This is not too bad. Yeah, in the main zone. Oh, hold on. We need to drop off our port reports first. Oh, that is a nice decrease. That is also a very pretty chunk of change. Man, I would have been making so much more money earlier if I had fucking remembered to look over there to find those. All right. All right, we're going to repair our locomotive. We're going to hire crew. We're gonna drop a whole bunch of bullshit off here because I can. Let's see. We can equip the good weapon now. Love that for me. What is our prospects? Verdant seeds, always a gimme. Still don't have a source of munitions. We will buy some fuel, supplies. Cool. We'll see. I think we have stuff to drop off. Yep, the sapling knots. So even more money in our pocket. All right.